Hello everybody, we're here trying to put the drive belt on a Troy-Bilt RZT50. There's the 50. Zero turn lawnmower. Mustang, that's it. And this is Shelly, my sister, and I am Rob, and we've looked at videos online. There are some videos that we saw that said, hey, you got to put a socket right on this guy right here, and we did that, and that's not what you do, because this bolt is only about maybe 1.5 inches long. It just comes undone when we try to do this. We're down here, and one person suggested that all you got to do is put a board or something right there, and what's that called? It's a spring tightener, it's a pulley tightener, and slide that out, and all we have to do then is slip the belt up in there, and that would be great. And as you can see, maybe you didn't think about it, but the belt is already off because our belt actually broke. So we said, okay, sounds easy enough. We found a board. We actually found a big long fence piece and stuck it in there, pulled it apart, had plenty of space. And then we found, I'm spinning around this thing. Shelly, do you want to explain?
This is our automatic clutch. We cannot get the belt on because we cannot get the belt in between this automatic clutch right here. We have to get this belt over this and up here on this tension, it's a wheel.
A pulley.
It's a pulley, yes. So we have to get that belt up there, but we can't because this has to come down and away before we can get the belt through there.
Yeah, because this is not wide enough to get the belt through.
So that's
maybe
our dilemma.
someone, I think I saw someone fought and got a belt through there, but there's no way the belt that we got is going to fit through this hole. Unless we cram it. And from, I don't know where you read, but I read it someplace or you heard it. This piece here, well, it's only got 2 screws right there, another one over there. It's like, hey, just take that off.
But you can't because it's welded.
It's welded. So, like, what the hell? So now we're trying to take this screw off. And we've watched some really good videos where they said, just take that screw off, and then they do it, and then they put a pair of
vice grips?
Not vice grips, that's pipe wrench. They put a pipe wrench up there. And unfortunately, we have 2 pipe wrenches, and they're both just too big. Yeah. So pipe wrenches, for us, will not fit in there. So we are stuck, because we can't turn this without turning this entire shaft. So we need a way to clamp down that shaft so it doesn't spin as we undo that bolt.
Because we have to get the belt up over here, through here, and onto this pulley.
So this can drop down right below just that. And so what we've done is we've taken off this belt. Our other sister is here telling us about a deer.
The deer just ran away. It was right by us.
Ah, dang it. There was a deer right down there. That's just wrong. Okay, we digress. So we have the belt off. In other videos, they say take off this entire mechanism. And we're going to see if we can do it without taking off, dropping the whole deck.
So we're going to get it started, and when we actually make some progress, we'll show you what we've done.
Yes, we'll show you instead of saying, okay, we're going to try this, but it's done.
Right.
Like, dang it, we want to see that. So we'll be back.
Up here on this tension pulley shaft, and so that when if this turns, it'll hit this something over here and it'll stop it from turning.
It hit the other pulley over there.
Yeah.
And so what you're holding with your hand is this belt, and we're going to clamp some vice grips down here. We might want to put it down here.
Wait a minute, this thing is all goobered up.
So we're going to put some vice grips on this so that the belt stays tight, so we don't have to fight with it later to put the belt on. And if we just let that go, that would be fine. But we just have to put the belt throughout the whole system. But now, as soon as we get this done, all we need to do is put the belt around this single pulley. So we're trying to be a little lazy. That's all we're trying to do. And we're fighting with, so we don't have like a toolbox that goes on forever. So we're trying to use an old set of vice grips there that keep coming undone. So when we get this hooked up, we'll show. Up there clamped as hard as I could clamp it on this thing, and they're propped up into this pulley. So now I am trying to undo this bolt, and I am definitely, oh my god, is that spinning around? Is that shaft spinning?
I think, no.
Oh
My gosh, it's actually working.
So what we were going to do is use the old method. If you shine over there on the pipe on the ground, we were going to stick that pipe. We used that and put it over this like that when we took out the blades, so that we get a lot more leverage. And when we couldn't do the blades,
we put that pipe on this wrench.
And it was so easy. It was like, oh my god. So I just had a different pair of a different ratchet that was a little bit shorter than this, and I couldn't do it. So we changed out, we got a longer ratchet, and it looks like it's coming off. I think if that's not spinning up there.
I don't see it spinning up there.
All right, and I really need to have glasses on because stuff's falling in my eyes. Okay, so this is coming.
So we're waiting for the clutch. It's coming down.
So what is this? So what is this?
That is the automatic clutch. That little piece right there, if you can't see the other side of it, that's where we cannot get the belt through because the clutch has got a little piece inside of this red bracket.
Yeah, and this
it's hanging up on there. We can't get it out.
And that's stopped.
I'm going to walk around to the other side and I'm going to show you exactly what this thing is banging on. So bear with me a second.
And it's about to come off.
Hang on, don't let it fall yet. Oh, kick. Sorry. So
spin that around. Right here.
This little thing, there's a glare on it really bad. This little thing right here is what we're hanging up on, and every time you hear that clankety clank noise, we need to get that belt over this and up there, and that's what Rob's doing. He's loosening this. That's going to come down.
So it's almost totally off now.
And we don't really want this to fall, so I'm going to try to hold it.
Do we have the belt?
We do have the belt somewhere. I'll find it. We'll get the belt on. Okay, let me stop right there and let me see how far it's coming down. What?
Almost below the stop.
And that's supposed to just fall down. I see it going down. I see it moving just barely, a little bit at a time.
Yeah, you can see it below the stop.
So that is what's holding us up from putting the belt on.
We're trying to prevent ourselves from being forced to take this whole thing apart, because if we take off this shaft, it's notched, and we have to put it in the right way.
Put it back together exactly the right way. It's really coming down now. That's great.
Will the belt fit through that now?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, it will.
Look at that. Okay, so we're going to get the belt, and we're going to try to put it through here to get it up around that pulley right there. Okay, you want to take this?
Yeah,
and I'll go get the belt.
Belt. And I just want to explain what we're going to do with the belt. We're going to put it up through this automatic clutch, and it's going to go around that. So if you look at the belt, there's an inside and outside.
It's a V.
It is shaped like a little bit of a V, And so it will go, the V part, the skinnier part will go through this black one. The back of it is going to go around that. And then following it here, then it's going to go, there's another pulley. I don't know if you can see. Back in there, there's another pulley that's going to go around that. And then if it'll continue to go around that pulley there. And then it'll come back around this first one. And this right here is the tensioner with the spring. And so we've seen situations where they took off the spring, and then it was just a really difficult thing of bringing this back through the spring. So we're really hoping that this works, because we didn't drop this down, still connected. We didn't take off the spring. We did not take off the deck.
We did unhook the battery, so there's no power to it.
Yes, we did do that, and we would need to do that anyway, because the belt would have to go above that. If this works, this truly is the easiest way to do this.
Right.
And not other videos which we watched were very, very helpful. We watched different parts, but none of them showed everything. So
they all skipped this part right here.
This is the part we needed because we were clueless.
So I'm going to attempt.
Yes, put that up in there.
I'm going to attempt to get this belt up here, and there's still not enough room. Wait a minute. Wiggle. There it goes. The belt is up there.
And it's going to go.
Now we are going to attempt to put it around these other pulleys.
It goes through there. And then.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to need to
How
undo
are we both going to get under there to do this?
Well,
Hey.
you're going to do it because I'm going to be up here and loosen the belt with my fence piece. So hold on before you fight with it.
Okay.
It would be better to use a board for this, but we don't have a board. So we're sticking an old fence piece that we had sitting around. I'm going to cram it in here.
Wait, how are we going to get it?
I'll show you. Now, if you can see in there, see this is in there on that pulley, and now I'm just bringing it to the side. You should have a lot more play with that belt now. And it's going up and through the black one with the fan on it, the fan blades. You getting it?
I'm having trouble maneuvering my arms through here.
I don't know if you can see. You can see your hands maybe fighting in there.
I got it around this other belt with the fan blades on it. Yes,
Good.
Got it.
All right.
Now I'm going to go to the other side.
See, we're not
here.
We're not going to tell her that she can hear me. She's going to make sure she makes the right faces when she does
try
this.
to clean your deck before getting under it, because I'm getting dirt in my face. What's it?
I've seen it. Drop it down.
This is so gross.
I see it all over your face. Oh man, it's so nice that you're doing this and not me. Boy, I'm doing the important part though. I'm holding the.
Okay, we need more tension or looser tension.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm eating dirt.
I just untensioned it as much as I could go.
I gotta figure out a way to. You know how we got inner tube tires on?
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, you might need to put it around part of it and then rotate the whole dealio. But you might not be able to rotate the whole dealio because I got it up against my pole here to lose the tension. So you're gonna have to muscle it. Shelly here, she's a beast. She's stronger than me, stronger than most anyone I know. Look at her face. She's really working.
I got it on one side. I can't, can you, tension it?
What? Oh, you know what? You put it up here on the front one first, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Ah, there's a mistake. So,
okay, what are we gonna do?
So here's a mistake. She put it up here first. This last one you gotta do last because it's easy to get on.
Perfect.
It's
so
easy.
okay, it's on off of there, and I'm going behind here first.
So I'm gonna try to look in there. Do I need to undo tension?
I'm not opening my mouth. They say when you're up to your nose in poo to keep your mouth shut.
Oh man, can you just tilt your head? God, you got all kinds of stuff on your face. Okay, are you able to get it? I can loosen the tension if you need. Actually, it's not even around the belt now. You should be able to putz around with it. Is it back there? Is it on the one in the back? Okay, so now she's putting it around the one that is the tension rod.
You know what? I got the belt upside down. I'm supposed to be putting the V in.
No. The V does not go on that one. The flat side goes against the silver one.
Perfect then.
The V goes inside the other guys, the black guys.
Okay, the V is in the belt. Let me see if this belt is on back here.
It looks like it from my point.
It is not.
Oh, yeah. Do you need me to loosen it?
Nope.
The tension?
It is on.
I see it. You got it on?
It's on. This one is on.
All the way around?
It is on all the way.
Okay. So
How
now,
come it's so loose?
because it's not around the front pulley. So now,
poop.
So now you can come back out, and we're going to loosen the tension. You're not going to be able to do it now until we loosen the tension. Is she going to muscle it on?
Okay, do the tension thing.
But it's going to be right where your hand is. There might be, well, you might have a good angle.
I think I've got a good angle.
Alright, so we're going to try, see what I'm doing, I'm going to try to show you. I'm putting this right in here, and I got it propped against that, and now, there, and I am pulling it back. And I can't see what she's doing from this angle. Hopefully you can. If you can get it around just half of it, then we can.
I need a flat screwdriver.
I'm gonna set down the camera.
Okay.
And
the chainsaw one?
Some toolbox you got.
It's a girly bag. That ain't gonna work. That'll work.
Okay, let's try going around one side. I think if you go on your left side and get it halfway around, I'm going to try to go around here. Hopefully you can see it. I can't. If you get it halfway around, we're going to rotate it.
I can't do it with this.
Is it on?
I was gonna try to do it, and this ain't long enough. This ain't long enough.
Okay.
I need a longer one. Then I can do it.
What are you trying to do? Okay. Realize something that'll make our life easy. What I'm trying to do is prop this around there and spin it around. But what we should have done first was screw that back up, since we have the belt around this steel stop.
So let's screw it back up.
And then, once we screw it back up, we're going to be able to turn this, which will turn the pulley. So we'll have a better grip down here.
Okay.
And then all we need to do is hold the belt up while we turn it around, and it should stay up as much as possible and just slip on the pulley. So we are going to screw this in back up tight.
Here you go.
And continue. Is that on
Let me
tidy?
put it on tidy.
Righty
Is this the
tighty?
right size?
Yes, it is.
Let me put it on righty tighty.
Craftsman ratchet, which supposed has a lifetime guarantee, with the little thing, is
Right.
broke.
Turn, Clyde. There you go.
Now this
Now.
is in the way.
You want me to hold there? You got it. We gotta make sure this clicky's back in
Yes.
up here.
Yep. So rotate that bad boy and
Where are we rotating to? Right
nope.
there. Because
thought
this
it-
thing has to
I thought
go
it was
in that. Or wait,
It's on this side. Oh wait.
it's this thing right there.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Go
so,
for it.
So we're lining it up. Now we're putting it right back.
there it goes. It's right back up there again.
And that's the part that we cannot get the belt around.
See the red part and the silver part right there? That's what was holding us up the first time we were trying to do this.
And the belt will not go over.
So we didn't have to take this whole thing down. We loosened it just enough so that the belt would slide through there and over this battery cable.
Does that battery cable,
It does not, we don't hook it up yet.
are we going to be able to slip it through and connect it
We
without
are,
being
'cause-
in the way of the belts?
Right there, and then this other end right here is the connection. It will be completely out of the way of all the belts.
All right. Now,
And I've still got this tension. Do I need to let it go?
you're going to let that go
Okay, here it goes.
until we start doing the belt. Okay, now we're starting to get tight. Now,
How tight do we need to get it?
well, we had to fight with it before. So
Let me
something's
see if
going,
this is turning up here.
oh, the whole thing should be turning.
It should be turning.
Yeah, because we don't have the vice grips up there and that thingy.
It
gotta
should
put-
be turning though.
Yeah, right now, until we put the vice grips on.
Okay.
It is
it's
turning, right?
It is.
Okay. Okay. So my theory of needing to tighten this is not right.
What do you mean?
And here's why. I thought we were going to be able to use this one to turn, so it'll turn that up there, but those are independent of each other. Plus, we're not going to be able to turn it now that we put the stop in. We put it up in the stop. So we're just going to have to fight it with it up there.
Okay.
So we'll do that
Do I
with the
have dirt on my
tensioner.
face? Don't show nobody. Do I have
Wait,
dirt
we
on-
got to show. She just asked me, does she have some dirt in her face? Can you see the glare? I don't know, because you're in the shadow. But
Aha, yay.
oh, dang it. Just, you got like a little spot.
I
Like,
got a little spot right here.
okay, we'll be back after we get the pulley on. Hopefully we can do that, because now this should be the easiest part. Some new muscle here. We've been videotaping our whole, we have some new muscle. Shelly's son, Jesse, is here, and he is trying to put the pulley, the belt around the pulley.
Where is that arm supposed to be?
Deck belt or drive belt?
Dry belt.
Oh, those are fine.
The deck belt was easy.
Usually is.
If I can.
I've had to do a couple of drive belts. They're not fun.
We're you're kneeling on some screwdrivers that we can maybe help hold that up while you pull that around, but
Would you like this?
we need another hand in there, like small.
I'll say I ain't got small hands and I ain't fitting under there.
That's the problem. So Jesse just jumped underneath there like he's gonna handle it.
Jesse's gonna fix
And he was so confident that I just believed him.
Yeah, to get the bar out of the way.
it. This bar?
Yep, just move it.
That's the tensioner.
Yep. And
You're
I
gonna-
got it moved.
Oh, he's doing it. Oh.
That's his nickname. Titan hands.
Wait, where's that screwdriver? Give me that screwdriver. Give me that screwdriver.
There, he's got it. Wait. Oh,
Boy, could crush a marble.
we want to take these two down in the woods and show you.
Ah, dang it. All right, return. Okay, so this is what happened. The tensioner, our pole or whatever we were using, was not. You say it, Jesse.
Well, it just wasn't hitting the right angle. It couldn't push the tensioner pulley over far enough to put enough slack in the line. So we had to get a different angle on it and shove it over the rest of the way.
And then, so we got the different angle with our hands,
Yep.
And then the pulley just slipped right on after we fought for about 20 minutes. And that's it. So,
You want to wrap the
and that is why people tend to undo the spring.
wrap the electrical.
The connector under?
Oh, there's a cut.
I plugged in a cord that was under there.
Yeah, there's a cut, a wear on the electrical cable.
Oh, okay. I see that.
And so we just grabbed that's why people do the spring over there. They undo it so it completely becomes unloose. Well, now that it was loosened properly, the belt just slipped on pretty easily. And now Jesse is putting on some electrical tape around the wire because it had worn open. And
thankfully there was no actual wire showing. It was just the insulation, but it cut the sleeve, so
that's it.
I'm just going to put this back around the sleeve.
And that is how you put on the drive belt. Thanks, Jesse.
No problem.
It works. We did it. So let's summarize what we did, because we made a lot of mistakes. Come over here. So the first thing, we did not take off the deck. Everything I saw took off the deck. The second thing was we were able to, wait a minute. Oh, I'm hearing a knocking sound and it's a fan inside. So I'm thinking, what broke? Oh. So, here, come in here. So the tension rod, we had to loosen that. And so some of the videos, be careful now, it's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the videos said, all you gotta do is do the tension rod and stick the pulley, or stick the belt up in there. And so the problem was the stop in there, because this is an electronic clutch, right? Automatic clutch. So because of the stop that's welded to the engine, welded to the frame, we had to drop down the electronic clutch. So we did everything we can to be lazy. So we screwed it down just enough so it stayed in the shaft. And so we were able to twist it off so we could put the belt in. So once we got the belt in above the electronic clutch, then we screwed it back up. Then we put the belt on the system. And we had a problem first because we were notching in our board or our pole in there, and we were loosening the tension. The problem was we had a huge issue. We could not get the belt on the pulley. Well, we learned that putting a pole or a board in there does not loosen it enough. So someone got in there from the other side and pushed it all the way over to the side.
I pulled it.
You pulled it.
I got a hold of that
And
pulley,
you pulled
and
it.
I pulled it as hard as I could towards this wheel here.
So you pulled it all the way
All
over.
the way over here.
And
in the
that
tire.
gave enough, they released enough tension in the belt, so we were just able to slip it on easily with our hands. And then all we did is we put the bolts back on. So ultimately we only undid one bolt. Oh, the one thing we had to do is we took a pair of vice grips, clamped it as tight as we could onto the shaft right up above there.
And I don't think you'll be able to see it because it's really dark in there.
So we clamped vice grips up there on the thing, and the vice grips got stopped by the other pulley system, and then we were able to get this thing undone. Once it was undone, that was a big problem that we fixed, and we were able to loosen a bolt, drop it down a little bit, put the belt on, take the tensioner and pull it all the way to the side so the belt was loose enough to just fit it over the pulleys, let it go, they put it back on, tighten up all the knots, all the bolts, and we were good to go. So that is how to change the belt drive on a Mustang RZT50 Troy-Bilt
Mustang.
Mustang.
Yeah.
feels really good to have it done, doesn't it?
It does. It works great.
Thank you.